Alright, sorry, my neighbor was on the phone. She called me like the moment I started my stream. The moment I started. So I kind of had to take that. Alright, we're gonna see how this works while I'm streaming. I think it should be a problem, but you never know. It took 4 hours to get this. It's more like almost 5 hours, actually. About 5 hours. Alright. So you want to switch up my team here a little bit. I'll roll with these guys. Step out of the comfort zone. Hello. Just killing some time right now. I wasn't able to get the Fire Emblem demo working. I have to download another emulator to do that. And I didn't feel like doing that after 4 hours of tech support. The reason for the EU-friendly stream is the Summer Game Fest is in like 20 minutes, and I got this running at 60 FPS. That's the reason. Yeah, I got that done yesterday. There's a guy in town that helped me. It's a lot harder to do it in my situation because I don't intend on pirating anything. Unless it's like, I don't know, some game that gets delisted or something. Like I literally can't buy anymore. I don't intend on pirating anything, and that makes things a lot more complicated because you have to take precautions so that you don't get banned, so that you can still buy games and play online. So but basically, this is my Switch save from the console that I dumped. And the game I dumped too. I wouldn't be completely against just downloading the ROM for this, because I bought this game like 3 times, but I don't trust sites that are offering Switch games. I feel like that's a really good way to get my computer an STD, so I don't want to do that. I would rather just dump my own games, and I already have like the games I want anyway, so I didn't want to do that. Generally, the older the ROM is that you're trying to emulate, the more legit the site is. You try to get something like this, it's gonna be a bunch of people trying to like keylog you or put malware on or like crypto mine. And like I don't want to do that, especially when I already legally own the game like this. So the dumping process was actually relatively easy. Took about 15 minutes because it's a pretty big game. It's like 13 gigs. But for a Switch game, that's pretty big anyway. For like a console or PC game, 13 gigs is like nothing these days, but for a Switch game, that's pretty large. It took about 15 minutes. So the whole reason I did this is not really for this game. This is just a nice bonus. It's for the Fire Emblem game coming out, Bayonetta 3. There's a rumor that Bayonetta 3 is going to get a release date announced next week. It's probably going to be like... It might be one of their holiday games, actually. I don't think they're gonna shadow drop that game. It's most likely gonna be probably like September or November or something. There's some relatively reputable sources saying that it's gonna get announced. There's gonna be a Nintendo Direct next week, and they're going to announce the Bayo 3 release date, and then Turtles game is going to get shadow dropped. A pretty eventful Direct for this channel. Like two of the Megaton games I want to play right there. Turtles is going to be $25. Didn't have that planned in my budget, but I can afford that. I paid for everything else this month. Every other game. The only thing I haven't paid for is Final Vendetta and Turtles. But those games are like pretty cheap. Final Vendetta's like $20, and then Turtles is going to be $25. Yeah, I hope that game is good, because the second game was pretty disappointing. There were some great things about it, but the overall gameplay got nerfed pretty hard. I hope they find a better balance. There's a really good video about what's wrong with that game. It's incredibly detailed and thorough. I don't watch too many video essays. I barely watch any. I mostly just watch like gameplay and stuff on here. But that video essay is very good. Because like your average clickbait channel is not gonna understand, like, not gonna be able to articulate what's wrong with Bayonetta 2. There's a lot of things about it that are better. The art style is better. The first Bayonetta has a lot of sepia tone, so it just gets boring to look at. There's a lot of brown. Second game has a lot more color. Yeah, let me get that right now. Hold on, let me let the game save. No, I have my save backed up. A little bit cautious. Hold on, let me find it. Well, it depends on when they release it. I mean, if they had put that game out this month, it would have gotten buried because there's so much coming out. But if they put it out... If they put it out this summer, I think they'd have a good chance of it selling well because the summer's a lot less packed. This month is like the beginning of the summer officially, and they have so many games coming out. But usually there's like a drought of games around the summer. I seriously doubt it's going to come out this summer. It's probably going to be early fall. I don't know if they have enough confidence in it to drop it in like the holiday season, because the holiday season is going to be dominated by Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon seems like the only big release they have for the holidays, which is more than enough, as we all know. Pokemon sells like 1 million copies, not even trying. But I think the timing of the release matters a lot. I would love to play it this month, but honestly, there's so many games coming out this month, and even though I already paid for all but 2 of them, and the 2 I didn't pay for are like $50. Even my broke ass can afford that. There's just not enough time to play them all. DNF Duel, there's Fire Emblem is like the same week, and then right after that is the Monster Hunter expansion. I think the timing will be important, so they don't do kind of thing that happens with a lot of TV shows. You know, when they want to kill a TV show, they put it on at like 8 in the morning on Sunday, so that it gets preempted by football. That happened with Power Rangers. Power Rangers RPM. They would put that show on at like Sunday at like 7 or 8, and it would always be preempted by football, so you like couldn't watch it. If you were a kid, anyway, the actual target audience for that show, like, you couldn't watch it. You had to go online and pirate it. If they don't do something like that with Bayonetta 3, I think there's a decent amount of hype around it. Alright, well, I don't really have time for another level. How was the quality? Was it looking good? It's fine on my end. Alright, we'll just put this up for now. I already got a source ready. Gotta load up the stream. That's good. Yeah. I'm sure running the Fire Emblem game is going to be more intensive, but I just couldn't get around to that right now. I spent like pretty much all last night after I got back from kitty sitting working on that, so I need a little break. I need a little break from all the tech support. It's very exhausting. But yeah, the Fire Emblem demo does not work in Yuzu. It only works in Ryu Jinx, which I didn't feel like setting up. And feel like another hour of tech support. I already have the game dumped, and I already have the save dumped as well, so it shouldn't be too hard to get it working. But yeah, that's the big one I need to test, because I definitely would like to play that. Well, I already bought it. I already paid for it, so I will be playing it. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Family Guy was like that too. They tried to kill off Family Guy, which is ironic because that's like one of their biggest money makers now, Fox. But there was a time when they tried to kill off Family Guy doing that shit, and it didn't work. It came back and it ended up basically replacing The Simpsons in terms of like something that people actually want to watch. The Simpsons is just kind of a zombified corpse at this point. People still enjoy Family Guy, from what I understand. Well, I think the Bayonetta 3 marketing is, it wasn't that bad. They actually showed gameplay, which is more than you can expect. They could have announced the game and then just showed more pointless cutscenes, but they showed enough of the game to like get you excited, speculate about the mechanics and stuff. That's better than other stuff. And Bayonetta 3 is perfect example of announcing stuff too soon. I feel like when they first announced it at the Game Awards like 4 years ago, they had like barely started working on it. Maybe I don't even think they had like any assets ready. It's basically just like, look, we just got greenlit by the suits to make this game. We haven't been working on it for more than like a week. There's a couple games that have done that recently. Bayonetta 3 is one. The Resident Evil 2 remake, that was another one. They announced that game like the guy like felt like he literally just got out of the meeting where they got approved to make it. And it took like 2 years to come out. Uh, Diablo Immortal, I've been playing that game on the channel on my little side streams. They announced that game like 4 years ago too. So that announcement was a train wreck for two reasons. The first was they announced it at BlizzCon, which is like hardcore PC gamers. I mean, most Blizzard games are only available on PC. The two exceptions is pretty much Overwatch and Diablo 3. Diablo 2 remastered now too. But then the other thing was there's no way that game could have been in active development for more than a few months because it took fucking 4 years to come out. So I don't know why game companies do that. It would have gone over a lot better if they had announced it like last year. Well, last year probably couldn't have happened because of the pandemic, but like if they had BlizzCon in like the first couple months of 2020 where, there still weren't any restrictions, people still wanted to go out, I think it would have gone a little better. Yeah, I got it set up. Hold on. Which one is it? There you go. Like, Diablo Immortal is actually a pretty good game. I've played way worse service games than that. It's just, they announced it 4 years ago, so... It's like, a lot of the criticism comes from people that have never played a service game before. Not just mobile games, but free-to-play games in general. They're all like that. Yes, you can spend thousands, but there's very little reason to. I just find some of the criticisms about that game to be overblown, because it's like, you know, it's Diablo. Like, the whole point of the game is just endlessly grinding. You grind forever until you get bored. So it's like, yeah, I could go spend 110,000 like all those clickbait videos say, but there's just gonna be better stuff anyway. Like, there's gonna be better stuff later on anyway.
And here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Keighley, and this is Summer Game Fest, a live showcase of what's next in the wide, wide world of video games. We are live here in Los Angeles, so whether you're streaming from home or watching inside an IMAX theater, welcome to our showcase event. Over the next few hours, we'll give you updates on the games you love, be joined by special developer guests, and yes, have a few surprises along the way too. Now, what I love about this show is that it's a true cross-industry showcase. Whether you play
You
on
guys want me to
Xbox,
turn it up or
PC,
down?
PlayStation, Switch, or mobile,
I can hear
we
it
have
fine.
games
It's
for you. It doesn't matter
care about
the
your
platform
guys'
of choice.
viewing
We're all
experience.
here to come together as one community.
If you want me to turn it up or down, just let me know.
Amazing video games.
So I'm just gonna play games on the phone, like half watch this.
Like Call of Duty,
Probably
we'll
order
get
some
introduced
dinner
to
or
exciting
lunch.
New worlds, new teams, and we'll make room for small independent
A bit up.
developers who we think deserve the spotlight too. If we do this right, hopefully you'll discover a few new games to put on your wish lists. And even if you don't get every announcement that you desire, and let's face it, you're not going to get everything today, but we've got a lot of great stuff. So let's get started. Over 30 years ago, Capcom Street Fighter hit arcades, and ever since, this legendary Japanese fighting game series has continued to evolve. Street Fighter 6 is coming in 2023, and right now, we're excited to officially confirm a character coming to the game and show you the exclusive first gameplay footage. Enjoy.
You won't know what hit you.
Let me have some fun.
Let's get this mission started. This will be a good fight. Got you in my sights. Neutralized. Predictable. Time to end this. Fire. Double. Somersault. I'm just on another level.
It's all about the comb. All right, next it's time for a brand new game announcement here at Summer Game Fest. Check this out.
Yeah, they're trying to push Luke hard. It's just... people didn't like his design and his moveset.
Sergeant Leo Alvarez.
Trying to push him super hard.
Our mission was to
They do that in pro wrestling.
Locate the comsat relay and bring it back on.
Push a wrestler hard because they have big plans for them, but then people don't like them, so they have to change their gimmick so people like them. His design is quite a bit better in 6, I'll give him that. Seems like they gave him a little bit more of a unique moveset. I just thought his fighting style was lame. I didn't really mind his character design that much, but his moveset was lame. I didn't really feel like he had a lot of identity. He's just kind of a generic punch guy.
Good. What we found was a new kind of evil. And it found us first.
What?
This wasn't human.
Retreat! Retreat! Willis! Open fire! Go! Go! Go!
It's a great trailer with no gameplay. It's my favorite kind of trailer right here. It's like we got some CG movie farm to make this trailer, and there's zero gameplay. Obviously, this isn't my kind of game, but it still pisses me off when they do shit like this.
But I know when I close my eyes.
It's like, dude, are you advertising a movie or a video game?
Now everyone's dead.
Then they'll be like, "Oh, come back in fall for gameplay."
And someone.
I'm like, why didn't you just announce it in the fall when you had gameplay ready? And there would be a reason to be excited. They definitely didn't show any gameplay there, dude. Zero gameplay. Never mind. Alright, I take that back. They showed like 3 seconds of gameplay. Get excited. Whopping like 3 seconds of gameplay.
Descent, and it's coming in 2023 to console and PC. Next, 2 years ago at the Game Awards, we revealed the Callisto Protocol from the creative forces behind the Dead Space franchise. Today, I am thrilled to get to show you the first raw gameplay alongside its creator, Glenn Schofield. But first, here's the quote-unquote Schofield cut of the brand new trailer with a little more gore.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the Dead Moon?
Yeah, the game industry is, the way they market their stuff is a lot like the movie industry now. It's just, it works better with movies, that's the thing.
That's your old life. You gotta let that go.
So with movies, they show like everything exciting about the movie in the trailer.
Is entirely.
So I don't really think that's really effective either. I can vouch for that with the Power Rangers movie. They showed like almost all the action in that in the trailer. The rest was just talking. The talking wasn't bad, mind you. I really liked the character development in that movie, but it was a shit tokusatsu movie. I think people over-exaggerate that a little bit too much when they say that, like, big movie trailers show everything that's exciting about it, but with that movie, it definitely was true. Pretty much all the action was in the trailer.
I love that last part.
So it's like, the characters were pretty nicely developed. I like their backstories and stuff. They felt like more realistic people than the original Power Rangers, but all the action was in the trailer, so not really the best action movie. At least with stuff like the Marvel movies, they don't show everything. That Power Rangers movie really was a prime example. We're just going to show you everything in the trailer, so there's no reason to watch it. Check it out on streaming or watch clips on YouTube. Not much else reason to go pay to watch it in theater.
That's right. We know what you wanted to see. And joining me now, Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance. Glenn, first of all, congratulations. This game looks absolutely incredible. And I got to say, the fact that you have built this team, this studio, new IP, shipping this December, all in COVID, blows me away. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having us. I really do appreciate it, Jeff. And, you know, for a second, just give me a second. You know, I want to thank you for all you've done for the game industry all these years, man. I think I've known you like 16, 17 years now. And you've been an ambassador. You've amplified new games, new studios, and I just wanted to thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
Yeah, I know. But
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And, yeah, it's so fun to do these shows and to show this game. So people saw the trailer, but what I'm so excited today is that you just brought a raw gameplay sequence. This game is in development, and people are going to be blown away, I think, when they see it. But tell us a bit about what are we going to see today?
yeah, we got a couple minutes of, like you said, like raw gameplay. It's 2 segments.
I like how they emphasize that raw gameplay. Yeah. The actual product you're buying, not some outsourced CG short film.
Just about everything. We're showcasing a new weapon.
It's becoming a buzzword. Raw gameplay. Like, yeah, that's what we're here for.
Giant fans. It rips them apart. It's great. And then check out the.
You're supposed to be getting me excited, so I cough up $65 and pay off the game like 2 years before it releases.
And
I'm not here to watch like
for a second, I
little short films.
Team, like you said, through COVID, through everything else, the dedication, the hard work. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, Glenn, I got to say, again, you know, what you guys are shipping this year, this looks like a world-class next-gen game. It's rare that teams are bringing something out like this year, and let's let the footage speak for itself. Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance. Here it is, the first gameplay of the Callisto Protocol.
This game looks really boring. This game looks really boring. It looks nice. I don't know, this kind of stuff is popular now, so definitely not for me. But I commend them for actually showing the game. That's pretty commendable. Pretty commendable these days to actually show you the product. Not a movie.
Oh my god.
They get some credit for that.
All right, moving on. This October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 arrives. Infinity Ward is once again returning to its roots for a modern-day action game, and today we're about to show you the world premiere of its gameplay with a level playthrough. To tell us more, let's head to the port of Long Beach to check in with Johanna Ferris, the head of Call of Duty.
Hi everyone. In 2019, Modern Warfare changed everything. And on October 28th, we usher in a new era of Call of Duty with the launch of Modern Warfare 2. We are back, we are bigger, and we are bringing the entire team. Price, Gaz, Soap, Alejandro, and of course, Ghost. We needed a stage big enough to debut Call of Duty in a whole new way.
So is this just a remake of Modern Warfare 2?
Oil rigs, cargo
Because
ships, and staggering
when I lived with my roommates, they were obsessed with that game. Like, I don't understand the titling. Is it just the same game remade? Does it really need a remake? I mean, you could just re-release the multiplayer with people like that. I know it was one of the more popular Call of Duties. Like, does it really need to be remade? Like, just bring back the multiplayer. That's all anyone's gonna care about. People will play the campaign once and then spend another year on the multiplayer, because that's what every Call of Duty is. Like, it's not much different from a fighting game, really. You know, they have like a story mode in a fighting game. You play through it once, and then the rest is PvP. I don't know why it needs to be remade. It seems kind of wasteful to me. Go through all this effort to make the campaign, and people will just play it once. Like, 99% of your playtime with like a fighting game or a Call of Duty game is PvP. The rest doesn't really matter. They do that with fighting games. They do this with fighting games a lot too. Like, Mortal Kombat has a pretty good story, and they put a lot into the story mode, but it's like, realistically, like, it's like 8 hours out of hundreds of hours that you're playing the game. It's weird to put so much emphasis on it. I'd argue Mortal Kombat has better single-player content than a lot of other fighting games. They definitely do a better job of that than the Japanese guys do.
We're moving to the main deck. What's your status?
Boarding the ship with Shadow 3 now.
Roger that.
Man down! Rush out! We need to move fast. All Shadows, force out. I want eyes on that container now. 2 copies, moving. We gotta roll. Shadow 1, Ghost. Visual on flares coming from the ring. What's your status, over? Ghost, they're signaling the ship. They're gonna launch that missile. It's first stage. There's still time. All Shadows, missile is on the helipad. 2-1, we're moving to secure. Cover us. 2 copies off.
Guys, accuracy. A modern day stormtrooper right there. That guy's accuracy. If these guys clones of Boba Fett or something, like he shot like 20 bullets and none of them even got anywhere near the character. It's like G.I. Joe, where it's like they had guns and stuff, but like obviously they're not going to show someone getting shot in a kid's cartoon, so everything just narrowly misses.
Clear.
6 stormtrooper army here.
Actual, this is Shadow 1. Rig is secure. Moving on the container now. Roger that. Confirm when the objective is neutralized. Open. Where are the controls?
On that damn ship. Actual, we got a problem. Missile was armed. Are somewhere on the ship.
You have your orders, son. Stop that launch.
Let's go, let's move out. Go, this is Zero 1, back in the water, inbound to your position.
Solid copy. We're taking effective fire. The LZ will be hot.
Roger that. Once we're on deck, we push to the bridge. Fast.
This guy's overacting. This guy is acting his heart out right now. Dude, it's the 35th Call of Duty game. Like, you don't need to act. You don't need to try that hard. No one cares about the campaign. You play it on a Saturday night when there's nothing going on. You just sit there for 6 hours and finish it, and then you never touch it again.
Copy that. Reloading. They're forcing out.
I got more stormtroopers.
I'm moving. Containers are the only cover we have. Just don't get caught between them.
Like how the grenades still have pinpoint accuracy. I had a friend back when Call of Duty 2 came out. He was big into achievements, and I think one of them was beating it on the hardest difficulty. And like the enemies are like reverse stormtroopers. They could do like telekinesis and put the grenade like right next to you. You'd be like completely covered in a trench, and then like somehow the grenade would be like right next to you. I remember watching him do that. Like, yeah, realistic World War II game, by the way. These guys can just like telekinesis, throw a grenade with like pinpoint accuracy right next to you. It's like when they shoot you, they're stormtroopers, but the grenades just like spawn next to you.
Now and get early access to the open beta.
That's what we're talking about. And joining us now, up from Long Beach, Johanna, great to see you. How's everything?
It's great. Thanks.
Great to have you with us, and also Jeff from Infinity Ward. So we saw the first gameplay. Thanks for that extended sequence. Looks incredible. Jeff, tell us a bit about that mission. Where is that set in the game? What are we seeing there?
Absolutely. So first of all, we're really excited to welcome back Captain John Price and Gaz Garrick. you know, they're not actually in what we just saw today, but they're returning members from 141, and then the other two characters that you may recognize from the older franchise that we're reimagining are Simon Ghost Riley and of course Soap John McTavish, and then a couple other new characters in here that we're really excited that we got to create for this game. First, Commander Philip Graves and Mexican Special Forces Colonel Alejandro. And Alejandro, I gotta say, it's a character we're really excited about. He's a guy who's super capable and a guy who's just as important as Task Force 141. But as far as the level's concerned, you know, I got to shout out to IW. You know, this was a tremendous collaboration across all of the different disciplines. As you saw, everybody coming together, some really motivated devs here. And, you know, you saw the wind and the animations and the awesome sound design. And of course, our new water tech, which is actually pushing the boat in different directions. It's creating a physically dynamic environment, allowing for the cover you were seeing in certain cases. You could be behind
Call of Duty marketing is so weird. I think fighting games have a better
emergent gameplay.
Better marketing angle for this stuff. It's like, you know, they focus on the story a little bit, but you know, they basically just focus on PvP when they market the games to us.
Call of Duty overall, Modern Warfare.
Call of Duty marketing is really weird. It's like the campaign is just an afterthought.
Lots going on across Call of Duty. What can we expect from you guys this year?
Yeah,
it's basically just
first of all, thanks for having us.
A competitive game you play for a year until the next one comes out.
Such a big moment, not just for
no one talks or cares about the campaign past like the first week.
But it really marks the step change.
It does not get touched again.
Moment for the entire franchise.
Unless you're an achievement hunter, which
incredible rendering, incredible
not many people really do that anymore.
In the game itself, built all on one shared engine now.
That was like more of a last gen thing where people were like really into achievements.
There's a lot of chatter and interest about the new Warzone experience.
It gets played once and then never touched again.
There will
and the rest is playing, queuing up for multiplayer, or playing with friends.
Existing players as
but
well.
Like
so
they focus on it so much, it's really strange.
All eyes on the 28th. And again, I think the collaboration's just been incredible. Everybody's so excited for Task Force 141. Warzone coming to mobile as well for players on the go. We're on Steam, as you know. I mean, so it's just a big moment, and there's going to be a lot more to come in the months to follow.
Well, before we leave, we got to ask a little bit about Warzone 2. I know we just, you know, we're showing gameplay here on this, but can you tell us anything? There was a little bit. It seems like there was a little bit of a tease maybe in the trailer yesterday.
Yeah, when we're seeing that from the community, we love when the fans can pick up some things, some chatter about maybe seeing high rise and other elements. But we will get into the details of Warzone 2.0 for sure. It will be an extension of the Modern Warfare 2 universe. Yeah. So all the more reason why we think this game, this moment is such an important title for all of us looking ahead. And like we said, we're having a bold vision around the entire future for the franchise. So we're in position. We're really excited.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to October. Thanks so much.
I'm looking forward to October.
Gameplay, Call of Duty, Modern
Warfare
Warfare 2.
Now.
Thanks, Johanna and Jeff. All right, well, we've
My
got
friends don't even play Call of Duty anymore. I don't think they do.
Now it's time to announce a classic PC gaming franchise is coming back with a sequel over 30 years after its first release.
They got burnt
out. I loved
out.
this game when I was growing up, so I'm honored to share this very first look.
Actually, it was that and Guitar Hero. There were like 2 Guitar Hero games a year for a while, and he got really burnt out. He used to be so excited. Come home from work and play Guitar Hero, but then they were putting like one out every 6 months. he got tired of it. It's weird how much they mismanaged Guitar Hero. They really fucked it up. They put out too many games. He was like a living example of it. I saw the decline just living with him. Flashback 2. Wow. Random.
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced Witchfire at the Game Awards. Almost 5 years later, I am so excited that the team at the Astronauts in Poland has put together an in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy first-person shooter, which will enter early access soon. I am so excited to play this, and I bet you will be too after you see this.
Epic Game Store. Epic Game Store exclusive, so people are
next
already
up,
pretty
an
flaccid at
ambitious
that
new
point.
game from a new independent studio in Europe, starring
I don't know if there's
going to
be any hype for that game, but
Enjoy this world
people are already got pretty flaccid penises as soon as they see Epic Game Store.
Officer Taylor, Medlog.
That'll kill a gamer's boner real fast.
Today,
You see something you want to play, and then at the bottom it says Epic Game Store.
what I saw.
Solis, everything okay in there?
Yeah, I'm not even watching this. I'm playing Diablo right now. I'm playing Diablo right now. Full disclosure.
Something is going on here.
I've seen enough first-person shooters for 10 lifetimes. Not interested.
That's something brand new, and look who it is. Troy and Roger in person. Guys, this is so fun, the fact that you're working on a game together. What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
I got to ask you guys, who are your characters in this game?
Well, I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base, Fort Solace. And it's the epicenter of this mystery that we'll discover and uncover as we go through the game. And, of course, my character will be, at times, in opposition with Roger's character.
The battle we've been waiting to see.
Every once in a yeah. Oh, man. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. And by the way, Jeff, this looks awesome, man.
Yeah,
It's so great to be here. Thanks for having us.
It's so great that you're in another game. I mean, it's feel like this is your first game since Red Dead 2.
One of the first major ones for a while. And I play a character by the name of Jack Leary. He's a maintenance engineer on a remote Martian mining post.
Okay.
His job is to make sure that none of the equipment breaks down while it's on their graveyard shift. The graveyard shift meaning Mars and Earth are really far apart from each other and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a simple call away.
I got to ask, I think a lot of people will see this thing and they'll probably wonder, it's a new team, right? Independent studio in Europe that's making this, but with huge production values. I'm curious, how did you guys get attached to this? Tell us a bit about the background.
I will say that 2020 to me was the most impactful year for games. It was the first, obviously we had this unprecedented event with the pandemic and that forced the way that we looked at everything as a society, but also the way this industry functioned. But it was also brand new consoles. We had more tools that were being made available that were leveling the playing field between the AAA studios and the indie studios or the AAA studios. And so just like anybody else, we got reached out. James Tinsdale with this brand new studio said we'd like for you to consider being a part of this game. And he walked me through a very brief description of what the experience was going to be like. And in the very beginning, he said, we want this to feel, it's a tight thriller. We want it to feel like Dead Space meets Duncan Jones' Moon. And I was like, sign me up. I'm into that, absolutely.
And full performance capture and everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. New studio, brand new energy, and of course, I get to work with one of the best in the business.
And me.
I get the privilege
Who's the other
of getting to see this guy and watch him in action. I love to work, and I love the challenges and all the new innovations that this medium provides to performers. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. I think it's going to knock
I guess I've seen some of the behind the scenes and the performance capture, Unreal Engine 5. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Can you give us a hint about the gameplay? What are we going to do in this game?
Yeah, the verbs are always in place, so
Talk about the gameplay now.
Itself. We'll be showing you more.
Why would we do that? No, we're going to...
You're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering.
We're going to show you a 5-minute short film.
Thriller. So you're moving very fast.
With maybe 3 seconds of gameplay at the end, like that Aliens game.
You to traverse,
I really was 3 seconds of gameplay, by the way. They showed
they didn't waste
a quick cut of the Aliens characters shooting the xenomorphs. And that was it.
It was one of our favorite moments.
1% of the trailer was the actual game.
The forefront of this And
not even exaggerating there. It's like nothing.
Incredible. I gotta give him a shout out to Nathaniel, our stunt
I'm
coordinator.
like, dude, it's aliens. Like, you know you're going to be running around in some dark space station, and xenomorphs are going to jump out and try to eat you.
And
like,
so Roger and I sat down.
Is it really necessary to show that much?
He goes, give me 1 hour and I will come back
just
to
show
you
the
with
game.
the story of this fight. And after an hour, he comes to us and he goes,
it's not exactly a new
cover program.
concept.
It was 12 steps. And he walked us through this incredible fight. And
I mean, it's good that they're doing that.
I started tuning him out.
A lot of people didn't like the Alien versus Predator beat 'em up because it was like a pretty big departure from what Aliens is actually like.
You will. And it's going to be glorious.
It doesn't really need to be introduced.
It's like a dance. There was a lot of trust.
They haven't made a game like to beat 'em up in
stunts,
ages.
yeah,
it was like the one time they did that kind of thing.
An independent studio doing this, teaming up with you.
Even
guys.
that game, to be fair, the second half of it is basically just a shooter anyway.
Thank you. All right, appreciate very much.
When you start
guys.
fighting
All right.
the military.
Well, next up, keeping up with the space theme, it's
you
time
can't
for
even
the
really
world
punch
premiere
anything anymore at
very
that point.
exciting new
There's
game,
so much crap
which
on the
will
ground.
feature a musical score by
Even
industry legend
Alien versus Predator
Nick
beat 'em up
Gordon.
is like not
This
really
one
that much
is
of a
gonna grab
departure.
you, and we are so
It is in
honored
the first
to
half
debut
of the game. Second half, no.
Doesn't that look great? That was Routine coming to Xbox and PC. It was first announced a decade ago and is now officially back. I can't wait to see more. Now it's time to check in with a very special guest who's been in his fair share of video games, including most recently Fortnite as the Foundation. Dwayne Johnson, welcome to Summer Game Fest.
Horror games are really popular with the algorithm.
And what's up, Jeff?
They're very
and
popular.
What is up to the
so
Summer Game Fest
I don't. It's not a surprising thing.
The world and everybody inside the epic.
We got enough clickbait on this site as it is.
Johnson here coming at you from my Iron
There's enough
Paradise,
clickbait on this site already.
Really hot and sweaty and smelly Iron Paradise, powered by, of course, Zoa Energy, the #1 fastest growing energy drink in the game. You guys know me by a lot of nicknames. The Rock, La Roca in Spanish, Uncle Handsome, sexiest man alive, big drink energy. Always room for a cheesy joke. There's always room for the extra large cheese pizza, especially when I'm delivering, and I deliver them often. You guys also know me as the greatest and most electrifying surprise in gaming.
I know you from King of Fighters All-Star. You were a top-tier character for like 6 months.
Thank you so much for the crazy response of me becoming the Foundation, but also I got to say that I've had such a pleasure working with
The Rock was like
Epic
God tier
Games
in
and
King of Fighters
the teams
All-Star
over
for
there,
a
and
while.
we cannot
They
wait
had
to show you what we have in store for the
WWE
future.
collab.
And speaking of the future,
He had like a 20-second long
know
super.
me as Black Adam.
You could beat
Black
the Immortals
Adam,
with
as
it.
millions of you know around the world who know the
He got
Black Adam
he got
mythology.
more use than
He
any of
is
the other
ruthless,
wrestlers.
He is unstoppable. And for those who don't, I always like to say a quick tutorial is this.
He was
Black
actually
Adam
pretty
has the
relevant for
powers
a
of
while.
Superman, but the only difference, well, there's
He
a few
sucks now, of
differences,
course.
but one of the
That
biggest
game
differences
has
is Superman's weakness is
metric
magic,
ass ton of power
and Black
creep. But
Adam's
there
one
was a
of his
period where
superpowers
he was
is magic.
He was like one of the best characters in the game.
October 21st, I cannot wait for you guys to see Black Adam around the world in theaters only. And you guys will finally see the hierarchy of power in the DC Universe change. It has been an honor to become Black Adam, and it is a role that's in my DNA and that I was born to play. I was born to play the Man in Black, and I'm honored to show it to you guys on October 21st. So until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay focused, keep having fun, keep kicking ass, enjoy your gaming, and I'll see you down the road. This is Black Adam.
Black Adam. What have your powers ever given
Yeah, I
you?
just thought this was
Nothing but
the Game
happy.
Fest, not the Movie Fest.
I was a slave until I died.
The game trailers are already movies, but now they're just showing actual movies. Like, thanks. Thanks for wasting my time. That's why I'm not even looking at my monitor right now. I'm looking up mods for my hack switch. I'm not paying attention to this shit right now at all.
Or you can be its savior.
It's not enough that the video game trailers are just movies. Now they're just actually showing you movies.
That's up to you.
Behind you! Did he just catch a rocket? He caught a rocket. All black everything. You know my fresh coat.
The hell? That guy just do a Tatsu? The hell is this? It's just guns, so it's kind of not really interesting to me, but that Tatsu looked cool. Oh, that Outriders game. I forgot that existed. I heard that game kind of had a Avengers thing going on where it kind of didn't really put out stuff people wanted. Oh, there might be some good stuff here. Alright, I'll pay attention to this. Probably some small games. Oh yeah, I need to get that too for Puzzle Fighter. I'll probably get that next month though. A little bit tapped on gaming budget right now. Yeah, nothing new there.
Take and shake, get up and go. Go, 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 get up and go. Go, go, go. Say what, straight out the tub. I'm so fresh like rubber dub dub. Say what, beat like a drum. Listen like bubba dum bum. Say coming in right on the tempo, mix it all up. Say yeah, on
The rumor is the Bayo 3 stuff will be next week. Like a week from today, I think. That's the current rumor. Yeah, you're not gonna get that here.
That was so fun to see Courage.
They're gonna
and
save
Ray
that
in
for a
Fall
direct
Guys
because they know
piece, and you
everybody's
can play and
waiting for
download
that
Fall
game.
Guys for free starting June
And that game has
21st
been
across all
vaporware for
platforms,
4
including
years.
Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PC.
They're not gonna blow their
and
load at this,
PlayStation.
which is
All
mostly
right,
just
back to another
Western
new game
stuff.
announcement. We're going to announce a brand new game and universe from a new team of legendary developers. Check this out.
Discovery, this is Command. Storm's in your way. Prepare for extraction.
Signal's breaking up. Command, I'll do one last scan. See you soon. Over. Okay, hurry. Now we're talking. Command, I may be onto something.
It's great gameplay, by the way. Another movie. How many movies have we, short films have we sat through right now? It's like the 5th or 6th one. Like, dude, it's a new IP. Like, you don't have the
Accomplished.
you don't have the brand recognition. People are more accepting of the CG film trailers when it's like an established franchise, not something brand new. Like, dude, I don't know who these people are, or what this game is, or what it's about. Like, it's such a weird flex. Like, we don't want to show you the actual game. We're gonna show you a movie. And it's like a brand new IP. There's no brand recognition at all. But you're supposed to get excited by watching this movie. I don't understand it, man. It doesn't work on me. It barely works when it's something like actually established that I'm interested in, like the Bayo 3 trailer, which was no gameplay. Like, the fact that the game existed was enough, I guess, in a way. It still wasn't a very good reveal, but like
Glad you could make it.
We gotta move.
it's weird to do it with like a new franchise that nobody knows what it is, or who's making it, or like what kind of game it is.
Hell's coming with it.
Yeah, that's really thrilling. There's no gameplay. Register for the beta, yeah. We want you to register for the beta, but we can't be bothered to show you any gameplay. So, very flaccid reveal.
There you have it, Tim. Congratulations.
Super flaccid.
Stormgate is real. We have a name and some details. So, first of all, congratulations on this announcement. We're so excited about the return of RTS.
I don't get it, man.
brand new,
I don't.
Franchise. What is a Stormgate, though?
All right, so Stormgates are portals that open during a massive solar storm that unleash the infernal host on future Earth.
Okay. And we saw some hints of some. I mean, you know, you guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. You know, tell us about the sides in this RTS game.
Yeah, we're unveiling our first 2 factions today, but there will be more. So the Human Resistance, and we saw an archaeologist from the Human Resistance in that intro cinematic, and then also the Infernal Hosts, who are these demon-like monsters who come from another world.
I think one thing everyone wants to know about, especially your background pedigree of the team, of, you know, where do you want to push the RTS genre? It's something we've all loved for decades, but, you know, opportunity for a lot of innovation. I know you're going to show us, I think, some hints of where you're going to go image-wise with the actual gameplay made in Unreal Engine. But
oh, it's an RTS. No wonder they didn't show any gameplay.
Absolutely. But the first thing I want to say is we are very conscious.
There's your
of
answer
trying to
right
stay
there.
true to
They know
what
that, like,
players already love about
RTS
RTS.
genre has been
Where
dead
we're
for a
really
hot
trying
minute.
to push the genre and be innovative. first off,
last big one was pretty much
for one thing,
StarCraft
free to
2, and
play,
StarCraft
but
2 didn't
no
have anywhere
pay to
near
win,
the
no NFTs, nothing like
success
that.
or
Just
longevity
to
that the first one
lower
did.
that barrier to entry to get players.
That's why
in.
they didn't
But
show
we're
any
also
gameplay.
really
They
trying
know
to be a
that,
lot
like,
more social. So you'll be able to
average
play the
dude bro's not going to be interested in
cooperatively.
that.
We've got 3-player open-ended co-op, and we've even got.
We're going to show you a movie, but then we're going to
competitive
drop the
multiplayer,
bomb
but
that
of
it's a
course,
real-time
we've also
strategy
still
game.
got
So
1v1
it's already like
And as a little surprise,
not that much
I think we got
interest.
some first kind of work in progress images from the game.
They
right?
did that with
Yeah,
what was that
these are
game
still
called?
very much still,
Marvel
being worked
Midnight
on, but
Suns.
some shots
People were like
of,
really excited for
actual
that in the
assets
first
that were
bit of the
built in
trailer
Unreal Engine 5.
because they showed like the
Wow,
X-Men
well,
and stuff.
I love it.
And
2023, you said
X-Men
for the
haven't
beta, so
been in
people
that
can
many
sign up
video
now,
games for
get
like
ready,
the past
and I'm
like
just so thrilled
6 or
that
7
there is
years.
A brand new.
But then they
RTS
said it was a
franchise coming
turn-based
from you guys
strategy
and your
game,
background
and
what
then
you did,
people
at Blizzard
got
and StarCraft.
flaccid
We're
really
so
fast.
excited about this team, Fresh Giant. Thank you so much for giving us your announcement.
They blew their load at the
Thank
start.
you so much for having us.
Like, look, you can play Wolverine in a
Frost
video
Giant,
game again. Isn't
Stormgate,
that
keep
cool?
an eye out for it. Now it's time
But then it's
for
like a
another
card-based,
indie game announcement
turn-based
that I'm excited
game.
to share with
So
you. High Water. Check this one out.
people's excitement got flaccid real fast.
Good morning, High Water dwellers. High Water Pirate Radio, keeping you in the know with our flow. Alphaville authorities continue to deny false rumors that Alphaville elites are planning to evacuate to Mars. True or not, the one thing we can't deny is that the world ended on a sunny day.
The world ended on a sunny day. Boys and girls surfing in the bay. Kids clamored in the park. No one suspected the coming dark. The wave was coming, but the sky was clear. I let it wash over me. Swept away, swept away, swept away without fear. Swept away, swept away, swept away without fear. The world ended on a sunny day. Boys and girls surfing in the bay. Children clamored in the park. No one suspected the coming dark, the coming dark.
What a breathtaking trailer. High Water is an adventure strategy game set in a world ravaged by extreme climate change. Now, speaking of the world around us, the conflict in Ukraine is not far from anyone's mind, and it's impacted the development of games, including Replaced from Sad Cat Studios, a Belarusian studio with devs from Belarus and Ukraine. The team had long hoped to reveal a new trailer here today, but were understandably unable to complete it in time. Guys, I just want to say we're thinking of you and all the developers impacted by the conflict and hope to be able to share your work at a future show. All right, our next game is an official selection of the Tribeca Games Festival. It's American Arcadia, where you play Trevor, whose life is being televised with the viewing population constantly voting you up or down. When you become unpopular, you need to start running for your life. Check this out.
Picture a city.
Oh, yeah, did that Marvel Midnight Suns game get delayed too? That killed the hype even more.
My grandfather,
It's
Elijah
already-
Walton, had a dream.
The
to
hype
build
was
the
like,
city of
for the
tomorrow.
average gamer
That
that
dream
likes action
is now a
combat, it was like
reality. And that
90
city
seconds, because
is
then they showed it was
Arcadia.
turn-based. But then they delayed it too, they announced it too soon.
A 43
bummer.
square mile metropolis where each and every citizen enjoys a life of luxury and comfort. Broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on every digital platform. American Arcadia. Control. Subject on the run on camera 4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
Listen to me. We can't allow Trevor Hills to escape under any circumstances.
Trevor. Trevor, can you hear me? Be careful and don't make a sound. Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of there.
Apparently we've made it to the beach. Next up is a sequel we've all been anticipating for a long time. There's Trouble in Paradise, and watch out, you don't want to get bitten. After many years of rumors, we finally get an update on this much anticipated sequel.
Sengoku Basara 5! Yeah, it's coming right now. Sengoku Basara 5. Oh, they killed anyone's hype with the Epic Game Store logo. I think this event really likes to make you go flaccid fast. Like, you can't keep your boner up. You have erectile dysfunction watching this. It'd be like, oh, here's this new game, but then they show like 2 seconds of gameplay. Or they show the Epic Game Store logo. Your boner's gone at that point. Like, you're not gonna be able to get it back up. That's like the 3rd time they've done that already. Epic Game Store exclusive. Fucking Goat Simulator.
There you have it. That was Goat Simulator 3.
And Tim Sweeney paid them the big wad of cash for Goat Simulator. Oh, here it is right there. The game I was just talking about.
Firaxis Games, the studio behind XCOM and Civilizations. Heroes from the Avengers and X-Men crossover with supernatural ones like Blade and Ghost Rider for a battle against Lilith, the mother of demons. Today, we've got to look at some new folks set to join the battle.
Not actual gameplay. Thanks for clarifying. That's right. Boom, right at the start. Not actual gameplay. Thanks, I couldn't tell. It wasn't already obvious. It's not actual gameplay. Because it's a turn-based card game and they know, like... they know, like, the gameplay is gonna make people flaccid really fast. So, they're just gonna show you a movie.
Mother won't hurt you.
This feels like the most, like, I don't know the word for it, disjointed game. It's like it has what you want. It has, like, Marvel characters you haven't seen in a long time. But then the actual game is like, it's XCOM with Marvel characters. So, like, the average person's not going to be interested in it. Zero gameplay. They're going to hide it as much as possible. Try to get people to blindly pre-order. It's like, no, it's XCOM with Marvel characters. So Wolverine's gonna miss with his claws, even though he's standing right next to the enemy. And there's a 99% hit chance. He's still gonna miss. Rawr. No gameplay. Pre-order now. Yeah. Cough it up. Open that wallet. Swipe that card. We didn't show you any gameplay.
Always work.
Not a single second of gameplay. World premiere.
That was Midnight Suns, and now
Thanks for
we're
the
moving on
2-minute
to the
movie.
wonderful
I
world
appreciate
of
it.
Cuphead, the
It
delicious
really gets
last
me
course.
excited.
And can you believe it? We're only a couple weeks away from playing the delicious last course DLC. You see how they did that?
Wow.
Joining me now is Maya Moldenhauer from Studio MDHR. So first of all, Maya, it's really coming.
It's like they know the
It's
actual
really coming
gameplay is
June
going to be
30th
really
on all major
mundane, and
platforms. We are thrilled.
it's
Well,
going to be
I'm so
exciting
thrilled,
for
too,
like
that,
a very
I think
small
all the
niche of
fans can't
gamers.
believe that this is here, and
But
I've
they're
been
trying to get
lucky
people to
enough
like
play this
blindly
actually on
buy
my
it
Steam
because
Deck,
it has the X-Men
last
in
weekend
it.
you guys gave me a copy. I can't.
X-Men
people are
have
not
been
gonna
in
be
like
ready for
one
how
video
amazing
game in
this
like the
looks
past
and
10 years.
Backgrounds and what you guys have done. I feel like you've amped up. Obviously, the
Like,
game,
too bad
it's difficult,
Wolverine's
as you would
gonna
expect, but
slice at
the
somebody. He's
visual
gonna
look,
do a
you guys have
Berserker
taken it to
barrage,
the
and
next
then
level,
it'll
which I think was
miss.
possible.
Yeah, we absolutely did. I couldn't pinpoint one thing that we're proud of in this because we really honed our craft, took everything to the next level from animation, the backgrounds, the music, gameplay design, and of course our new playable character, Miss Chalice. I'm very proud of her.
Chalice is fun to play as, and even though this is a DLC, it feels like it's its own game.
I still haven't played
inside
this
of
game.
Cuphead in many ways.
It is.
Still
it
haven't
is,
played it.
Definitely.
Yeah, you just get on the island, and there you are off to this new new territory, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's our biggest island yet. Super-sized bosses, lots of secrets to discover. Don't let any rock go unturned.
Yes, and lots of challenge ahead. Well, I know you brought. I know you don't want people to necessarily have too much spoiled about the game, but you brought a little something for people.
A little something, yeah. It's brand new gameplay footage of one of our new bosses, Mortimer Freeze. It takes place in an icy arena and features some of my personal favorite attacks and transformations. We hope everyone enjoys it.
All right, let's check it out. Cuphead, the delicious last course. Thanks, Maya.
Wow, actual gameplay. I still haven't played this game. It's probably on sale like right now or something. I don't know how much I'd like it. That was more gameplay than we've seen in the past hour.
Now, if you want even more Cuphead, who does it? Tomorrow we will show you an exclusive look at Season 2 of the Cuphead Show when I co-host Netflix.
They didn't show you a Saturday morning cartoon. They just showed you the fucking game.
It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's not all. There's more Summer Game Fest all weekend long. Coming up next is the Day of the Devs Indie Showcase with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing. Tomorrow, after Geeked Week, there is the Epic Games Store Showcase at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, with news on Rocket League and the Tribeca Games Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase with a look at the future of Xbox and Game Pass. Now we have some exciting news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about Neon White, a game where you play an assassin from hell who slays demons for the chance to ascend to heaven.
We're called neons. Sinners plucked from hell to do God's dirty work. But I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven.
Got 10 days here. New day, new mission from Almighty.
You think you can win me over by showering me with gifts? Good thinking.
We've shown you lots of games today made by huge teams. Now it's time for a game made by a single father in Poland. Over the past year, he's brought on some help to bring his vision for a fast-paced action game, Midnight Fight Express, to life. Let's take a look.
I was kind of interested in this. I don't know if I'd like it, though.
You know the saying, get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel. Well, it's time, partner. Time to rise up. Together. It's happening. The big guy's actually going through with it. While I sat at his side, seeing lives as dollar signs, I had the stink of corruption all over me. You know who put it there? Nah, not him. Me. Well, I ain't wearing it anymore, and neither are you. Tonight?
See how there's such a big disconnect between this and that Marvel game, where they didn't show any gameplay at all? Like, look, this game isn't a AAA masterpiece, it's made by one guy, but they're showing you the actual game, like... Yes, it's heavily edited, there's not really any long cuts of gameplay, at least you can get an idea what it is.
And will be part of the Steam Next Fest next week. I really want more playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out. All right, joining me now is Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe. Megan, how you doing?
I'm so good. My fellow Canadian.
I know. We got a lot. We just happen to always have these Canadian teams on the show. I don't know how that works out, right?
Okay.
We do. Well, we have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years, and I know right now anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have seen people getting it, so it's very exciting. She's right there, loud and proud. Protea, 30 minutes for watching. Thank you for letting us kind of take over your special events category, but she is there and she is for you if you are properly linked up.
No, Warframe, you know, as I said, we've done a lot over the years. You guys have done incredible things with the game, and I know you have TennoCon coming up in July, which is your big kind of event of the year to reveal what's next. What can you tell us?
Well, I can't tell too much, but yeah, July 16th, 2022, it's a digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched the digital items for it, so you can get some in-game goodies, some really cool cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason I'm here is to, you know, kind of debut. We have our Tenno Live during TennoCon, which is our big reveal of the night, and we usually do a little bit of a gameplay, a little bit of a demo, and I think a lot of people can suspect what it might be, but I'm here to kind of confirm what it is that Tenno Live is going to show. And
what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're going to get your first look at the Duviri Paradox.
Finally!
Finally, I know it's been a couple years, but Duviri Paradox is going to be what Tenno Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really hard on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
My child, my friend, what was done is done. New dangers, new choices await us now.
Wasn't aware they even had human faces in Warframe. It's always been like a tokusatsu kind of thing where nobody has a face. I'm shocked. I didn't know that was a thing. It's kind of like the last couple Kamen Rider games where like there's like maybe one or two people with a human face. Everybody else is a tokusatsu character. Godfall was like that too. Godfall was like a bootleg tokusatsu game. No one had a face. I'm shocked. I wasn't aware they actually did something like that. It's usually good reason for it though. People that work on games like that, they don't know how to render faces.
Rail, an upcoming open world
The Kamen Rider games are a perfect example of that. Like, you could play as Takeshi Hongo and Tokugawa from the Kamen Rider O's movie, and they look creepy. Literally, every other character in the game does not have a human face. They look like really out of place.
Listen. You are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here. None of that matters. In the near future, you will encounter many perils. You will meet companions who treat you like family and embark on unimaginable adventures. Remember what you feel in this moment. As long as you know in your heart where you're heading, you will arrive at the end of the story.
I remember when this was rumored to be Honkai Impact 4, but it's just another turn-based game. A lot of people got kind of flaccid towards this game, too. There was a rumor for several months that it was like an actual Honkai Impact sequel. It's like this side thing. Looks really nice, though. It's just not for me.
That's not all from.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm interested in this. I'll watch this.
Zenless Zone Zero.
Even though their monetization is garbo.
It's a futuristic urban action game. I have to say, I'm blown away by what I've seen so far. It was announced a couple weeks ago, and it has the detail of Genshin Impact with a fast-paced action style. Here is the world premiere of a brand new look at Zenless's notable characters, armed enemies, and world of danger.
Yeah, the dog with the kicks. Well, they barely showed anything. Oh!
One of my favorite reveals last year was TMNT Shredder's Revenge, which reminds us
Finally!
of Turtles arcade games.
Finally, some food!
It's nearing the end of development, and the team wanted to use SGF as a way to reveal one exciting aspect of the game they've been keeping under wraps until now.
Finally, some food. An actual video game. Oh, what? They have Casey Jones? Wow. 6-player mode? What the fuck? This is a video game, definitely right here. This definitely looks like a video game to me. Actual fucking game. Not gonna show Wolverine doing a Berserker Barrage for like 5 minutes and then just show no gameplay. Hey, there you go! There you go. Oh, it's gonna be on Game Pass too. Alright, well, there's something. Now we're back to no gameplay. We're back to normal. Within literal seconds. We're back to another CG short film. It only took 2 seconds to go back to normal. Here's some guys with guns and no gameplay. They can't deviate from it for too long, right? Get 90 seconds of the actual video game being shown. Now we're back to movies. Need to put fine print at the bottom, not actual gameplay. Just in case you can't tell, the actual game is not going to be like this. They waste no time getting back to the norm.
How far will you push humankind?
Humankind allows you to shape your civilization by combining a multitude of historical civilizations from the ancient to the modern era. One Piece is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, and Bandai Namco is bringing the mega popular franchise back to video games with One Piece Odyssey. Monkey D. Luffy and his crew of pirates are off on their next adventure. This trailer reveals the setting, a mysterious island where Luffy and his Straw Hat crew become marooned in this exciting upcoming JRPG.
The Straw Hat Pirates journeying along the Grand Line.
見ろよ、あの島。でけえ塔がいっぱい立ってる。空に伸びてるあの光はなんだ。よし、面白そうだ。行ってみよう。
ちょっと待ってるし。変な形の積乱雲がすごい速度で増えてる。
こいつノックアップストリームだ。なんだありゃ。おい、落ちるぞ。任せろ、クードバースト。
It must be really weird making One Piece games because, like, This shit is never gonna end. I think they announced that the creator is taking a month break to go into the final arc. I'm like, what does that mean? That means like another 15 years at least, right? It's like you can't really do much. You can kind of like you can put the characters on a random island and have like absolutely nothing eventful happen. But that's like as far as it can go. Like you're gonna have a bunch of filler characters you'll never see again. Well, even the ones actually based on the manga and stuff. Like they have to make up endings. They just do random stuff because like it's never gonna end. It just keeps going and going forever.
One Piece Odyssey.
5 to 15 years. 5 to 15 years. That's probably 15.
This August, Soul Hackers 2
The
from
40th
Atlas
anniversary, it'll
launches,
finally
and
end.
You got your first listen to the English voice cast with this quick new look.
Ringo.
Take my hand. You get one more chance to make things right. So that's our mission then. Save the world.
With so many new games featured across SGF events, you might be wondering how to plan for your summer gaming dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest credit card to reward your gaming purchases at nerdwallet.com.
The Epic Mega Sale is going on right now. Save up to 75% off top PC titles with an additional 25% off eligible products. And it wouldn't be the Mega Sale without the free games vault featuring Maneater. Be sure to claim your copy before the sale ends on June 16th. Tune into the Epic Games Store Twitch channel for our summer showcase on June 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're taking a look at new announcements and updates from PC titles heading to the store this year and beyond.
Stadia. Who remembers when I played Young Souls and Dawn of the Monsters on Stadia? How fucking awful that was. I went to the game center about 10 minutes away from here. They have fiber internet. Nobody was in there. I went at a really unbusy time. Nobody was in there but the employees. I tried to run Stadia there and it told me the connection was unstable. I'm like, dude, they have fucking fiber internet. Nobody's in there. Not any single non-employee but me was in there. And their thing couldn't run Stadia. Like, I should tell you something's wrong. Oh man, is there gonna be a second version of this? Okay, I'm excited for this. Didn't see any Alien vs. Predator in there. That's okay, I got the ROM on my phone, I'm good.
You're gonna get hit with the unexpected in Mario Strikers Battle League. In this no-holds-barred, soccer-ish sport, chaos reigns supreme. So prepare to do whatever it takes to claim victory. So much fun, it hurts. Mario Strikers Battle League, only on Nintendo Switch. Game rated everyone 10 and up.
Hi,
My name is Carl, and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good, you feel compelled to move and shoot to the beat? But what if you had to? In Metal, the better you are at slaying to the beat, the more intense everything gets. And we have vocal performances from legendary artists like Serge Tankian from System of a Down, so while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation platforms, so go check it out and slay to the beat.
A-I-O-U! A-I-O-U! It's like one of the best trailers they've shown. It's just a fucking game. You're not wasting your time with a movie. Like, pretty cool looking, unique first person shooter. We're just gonna show you the actual game. Heaven forbid that, right? I mean, if that's your thing, that would get you pretty excited right there. And they have a demo. I mean, they got everything you want. Why can't the other ones do that?
That one was Metal Hellsinger, coming later this year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music. And right now, as I mentioned, a demo has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation for you to play for free. Next up, a new game launches tomorrow, The Quarry from Supermassive Games. This spiritual successor to Until Dawn stars David Arquette and an all-star cast. It's getting great reviews, and this is one of those binge-worthy teen horror entertainment experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives and who dies at a camp in upstate New York. Here's the first look at the launch trailer.
Family is the most important thing in the world. If your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well and they're all just hanging on the end of a rope, how can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. So you pull on that rope and you're just going to fall right down to the bottom of the well with the rest of them. And what's the point of that?
What? There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here. Not a goddamn clue. All right, let's do this.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world.
We gotta get out. I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
This isn't a ghost story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening, and you're all in it.
This is gonna get a little messy.
Them's the rules, you noob.
Back at the Game Awards, we were proud to reveal Nightingale, a shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in Canada. Now it's time to give you a brand new look and deeper look at the game, including its innovative realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather pattern, resources, and challenges in this procedural realms. Here is your exclusive new look.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it. Given how fragile you humans are, I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate the portal. Beware though. Foul things lurk in the interrealmic void, waiting to get in. Be ready with your axe pick.
Wonder if I can pre-order Turtles right now. Yeah, genre variety. This event is pretty bunk. Even if you like first-person shooters, man, there's just a lot of them. Although to be fair, they do have a pretty big variety of first-person shooters. They have this game, which is more of a grounded survival game. They have that metal-looking one. That metal one. Look, that looked like the coolest one. As somebody who doesn't play first-person shooters, that game looked pretty fucking cool. They had Call of Duty, of course. They've had a good variety of different types of first-person shooters, but still way too many of them.
Saints are marching in on August 23rd with the reboot of Saints Row that we revealed last year at Gamescom. And today, we're happy
it's
to
not
announce
all
the
just
launch
Call
of
of Duty
Boss
clones.
Factory
They had a
demo
lot of
across PC and
subgenres.
console.
I'll give them
Which lets
that.
you design and set up your
But yeah,
characters.
somebody's not
Since
interested in
it's
that
Saints
genre.
Row,
It's
you guys
been
are gonna have
a
a
little
lot
bit
of fun with this
overbearing.
one. Check it out.
It's nothing but that. That's why I'm not really watching this. I'm doing other stuff on my second monitor.
You gotta do something to capture people's attention. So what do we build next?
Me.
So good at this.
Which fool wanna challenge me? Got a pack on your back with a strap, can't relax, cause you know there's no guarantee. I ain't never left, that's a fact, don't react to the test of the mass and the cavalry. Stay correct, it's your majesty, savage, never kneel, never have defeated.
Seriously, this is perfect.
Dinner and a show, baby.
Fall drop from the roof, is it? Yeah, cut them loose if they ain't gon' get the proof with you. If you're looking for the truth, mister, cash ain't grind, cause I got one thing to prove, tricker. To the dark side of the moon, high speed chase, make your heart stop from the zone. Unsolved paper, bizarre vibes in the room, top floor brawl, that's a far drop from the room. I want all the power, the money and the dollars, the legends in the hours, the tunnels in my palace, 100 miles an hour, cause I want all the power, I want all the power, I want all the power, I want all the power.
Epic Game Store. You gotta make sure your dick stays flaccid. Hey, cool, you can download the game now, and then at the bottom they drop the bomb. Oh, only on Epic Game Store. Sorry.
Dark Tide, Fat Shark's follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide series. Dark Tide promises intense.
We're not letting our boners stay up for more than a few seconds.
And it's
comes right back down.
13th for PC, on Steam, and exclusively on console,
like when they
on Xbox.
They did the Final Fantasy VII remake thing. And then it showed Epic Game Store, and people instantly got flaccid. I'm like, yep. You expect that from Square. They're greedy.
Thanks to a bit of heretic sabotage. So you're going to restore the coolant and hopefully save the day. Get in, access the operations array, and use the cryonic rods to flush the system. Preferably before something explodes. Head on through the ventilation tunnels and look for an access point.
This way! Move it!
I feel like all these shooters just look way worse than Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal's kind of got like a DMC with like Basara thing going on, where it's like that's like the best thing you can play for that kind of game, and everything else just looks worse. Like they have interesting ideas, and they try to make it unique, but it's still worse than the best game. That's kind of my opinion on this. As somebody who hasn't played a first-person shooter in like 20 years, like it all looks worse than Doom Eternal, all of it. Might have like more interesting settings or like other stuff. They try to do something different, but like it all just looks worse than that game. It's kind of like when they put out a new character action game. It's like it's not gonna be better than DMC or Assault Spy, so. At least they showed gameplay.
Bloober Team is known for psychological horror games like Blair Witch and The Medium. Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience. It's a return to the world of Layers of Fears. Get a dose of this.
Someone once said insanity runs in our family. Let it run. They say it's a tale of sadness and guilt of an artist trapped in a place beyond redemption. It's a lie. This is a story of my fear, pain, and hatred, of the horror of my loneliness. And it is mine to tell.
Now I see it. All this misery, all this suffering. There was no other way.
Shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have.
An empty shell cannot live forever. It cannot live at all.
I was trapped in this house, bound by this body. Now, I break free.
This October, Gotham Knights arrives. Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect Gotham. To give us an exclusive new look, let's head to Montreal to hear from executive producer Fleur Marty.
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today, we are thrilled to share more with you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing. This showcase is the first in our character series, and we're really looking forward to share more with you as we continue working towards our launch on October 25th. So I hope you enjoy the show and stay tuned.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home. Its people became my family. Gotham gave me everything. It deserves to feel safe. No matter how hard we try, there's always more to do. And now, it's up to me.
Got time for a dance, Nightwing?
I got this, Bruce.
That was Gotham Knights, and now we welcome, oh, look who it is, Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog, co-president of Naughty Dog. Great to have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans, and
I think we jinxed ourselves. We were joking about last night, like, watch the assets will leak, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
well, the good news is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters and art, and these characters and this journey and this world mean so much to them. And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects. Okay, very interesting. So,
Who remembers when
what can Last of Us fans expect in the future?
Like one of the last E3s,
So one of the things
they did this weird thing for Last of Us 2, where they put people in a church, and then they showed like no gameplay. The church was like not on the site of the convention center.
And they've been working on it for the past 2 years.
Like,
Ambition has grown.
It was a train wreck watching that. It's just like a bunch of nerds. And like,
okay, well, what can you tell us about this new
bunch of nerds and people for news sites.
Yeah, so we
like
have a
just
concept
awkwardly
art that we
standing
wanna
around
show,
in a church. And then
but
they
what
showed
I
like a
can tell
minute-long
you
trailer.
Whoa!
Is that this game is big. It's as big as any of our single-player games.
I'd say that's one of the biggest train wrecks.
It's got a story. The way we're telling
like,
that story
what was
is
the
very
point
unique
of that?
to
Like,
this
just show the
game. It's got a
trailer.
brand new
I
cast
mean,
of characters. It takes place at
why do you need to go
place.
through all that
They're
effort?
Part of the United States.
It's like a city somewhat familiar.
It's like all these
I'm sure
people
our
with like their
fans have already
laptops
figured
and
it
stuff,
out.
just like awkwardly standing around.
And it's really cool, and it's being headed.
It's like
by
the New Game Plus Expo,
Anthony
the
Newman,
first one they did of that
and,
like
Joe
2 years
Pantani,
ago,
all veterans of Uncharted and
where
Last
they
of
had
Us,
like
and you're gonna see
they were actually
more of this
showing
game.
the actual games
Next year,
for
so
most
wait
of
till
it,
next year to hear more
but
about
then
that.
the last part
Okay,
was
well, very
half an
exciting
hour
that,
of
this has
unedited,
evolved and
unedited,
incredible.
uncommented,
I can't wait to see
raw
Naughty Dog
Catherine
storytelling
footage.
fused with
There's no one
multiplayer
talking at
of
all.
game.
I'm like,
it's something
why didn't you
special.
just
I can't
end the
wait to show
stream?
it.
Like,
Okay, well, that's not.
I'm not
all.
saying
We
Catherine's
also
a
have
bad
something
game.
that
Catherine is a
comes out
good
on the internet
game,
every day.
but
It feels like up in Calgary.
it's
they're
one of those
filming
things
the
where you need to have
Last of Us
commentaries. It's
show
hard to
for
tell what's going
HBO,
on.
right?
But no, they
Yeah,
just
so,
showed a
for the
half-hour
past
like
year,
raw
we
gameplay
teamed
video.
up
No
with
mic,
Amazing
no
of
cam,
global fame and HBO
no nothing,
to
just the
adapt
game.
Last of Us into a TV show.
And then they just
They've
kind of
been
awkwardly
filming,
ended. It's like,
and,
okay,
it's pretty
why
incredible.
does
The
why
stuff
does
I'm getting
Catherine
back
get
when we're
a
looking at
big
back at
time
Naughty
slot
Dog,
like
we
that?
can't help but feel emotional because not only is it so good and the quality is so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game. I just can't. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
The entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up. So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay. So we could first look. Let's take.
So you could see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them, but seeing them do all the other episodes. They've thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year. Watching the nuance that they bring to these characters, their relationship on and off camera, I couldn't help but think about Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Well, I mean, that first image that they put out, it feels like the video game. Everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay.
All I'll say right now.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us here.
We happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay. Come on up.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm a little
Summer
confused,
Game Fest, by the way. Here's
Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley
bunch
out
of stuff
here.
on a TV show.
The game, right?
That's what we're here for, right?
When Craig and I started working on the show,
You blew your load with turtles. Just quit while you're ahead.
And we're such fans of like.
You blew your load with
helping
turtles.
us create Joel and Ellie.
Everything else has been
a
flaccid penis.
And it wasn't. It has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo. Okay. These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now.
Turtles was the only
I was
erect
bummed
thing
that I
they've
couldn't be with
shown.
you guys when you filmed your stuff.
Everything else has been
There's so much
flaccid.
stuff I feel like
so good.
on the internet, there's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you. So you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've
Except
had
for today.
Except for today. Except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let people know that, because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked out on set, to be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on and committed to working on this project because of their fan and their love for the game was one of the greatest. It was like I was coming home to friends.
Yeah, the attention to detail.
What's up, Mike?
The crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are.
Man.
They're so perfect, and it
I don't think my penis can get any more flaccid. Can you like speed it up?
Seeing them in person, it's like
you've already shown like
it's
almost
like the
nothing but fucking
characters
movie
coming to
trailers,
life,
even
but
for the actual video games.
so much more
just
than that.
been
I feel like I can't fully explain
little
it,
short
but
films, no gameplay.
So excited to be a part
now
of
you
it,
just got they're just
and
talking about
just-
actual movies now.
I can't wait
like
to see it. I think it is going to be so good. It's I love the story. I love just being a part of
I'm
this
so
world.
excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed world. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of bob and weave and you know, are these characters we know from the game that they're playing? New characters? Can you tell us anything?
Yes.
I can tell you.
So sneaky. All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Hey. All right. Well, let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier today. Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original game, and this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right. We wanted to give people the definitive version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision, and we're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at The Last of Us Part 1.
So why'd you leave Boston?
A mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics. What's the percentage on that? 1090, 595, 397. A mix of gameplay. I appreciate the brutal honesty.
the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Quote-unquote mix gameplay.
Can it?
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Get you killed.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
Why does this game need to be remade?
Truly one of my favorite games of the past decade. Guys,
It makes less sense than RE4. Why does it need to be remade? Like, why does it need to be remade exactly? I mean,
you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah, actually, we came up
I'm
with a
not
process
following
where
why.
we could take the original animation that we did for the faces.
I guess just because
and
they
kind of,
can.
like, retarget it on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back and
We're
studied.
seeing side by sides here just how much it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt everything.
Everything was rebuilt from the ground up. Same art director, re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But the great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI, like all the combat is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC, we wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
Amazing. Well, now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually played it again just to refresh my memory before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played
one straight into part two. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part two coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another playthrough with this.
I can't wait to go back because it was.
I can't wait.
You guys did such an amazing job on that original game, and
it's really, when you play it, when you see it in motion, it's really night and day from what it used to be.
I imagine that think of The Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in The Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole, like, all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on, like, Uncharted 4, Last of Us 2, we apply to this, again, to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Skye. And you'll hear a lot more about it and see a lot more about it over the coming weeks leading up to the release September 2nd on PS5.
All right.
And shortly thereafter on PC.
We will look forward to it. Neil, you've talked a lot about games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making games?
Still making games. I haven't given up my day job. It's a little early to talk about it. Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save it.
But you do have a new project.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look at The Last of Us and the entire franchise and where things are going. Very, very excited about that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up right now on this very stream is Day of the Des with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, including an exclusive new look at the planet Atlanta.
All right, maybe Devolver will have something
We've got
later,
Netflix
but
Geeked Week, which I'll be co-hosting, and the Tribeca.
My dick is flaccid, very flaccid. I'm gonna need to get my erectile dysfunction cured, because the only thing that was interesting was Turtles and Midnight Fight Express. Everything else was a first-person shooter with no gameplay. But Turtles comes out next week, and they showed Casey Jones, so I'm satisfied. Zenless Zone Zero, that looks like something I might play, but the problem is it's a MiHoYo game, and their monetization is horrendous. Way worse than anything in Diablo Immortal, but people won't admit that. There's so much clickbait around Diablo Immortal. Like, dude, have you played Honkai Impact, it's $100 for 10 pulls. And the pity is like 100. Well, I think soft pity kicks in around 80 to 85, so if you don't save up, you're looking at like hundreds of dollars for a character. And like somehow Diablo Immortal is worse. I don't know, it just bothers me because I've actually played service games that are way worse about that stuff. But yeah, Diablo Immortal is the devil, no pun intended. Yeah, I don't get why those games need to be remade. I think they hold up pretty well. You know, they're pretty revolutionary. It's generally how it goes. If a video game is revolutionary, that means that it holds up pretty well, and generally it doesn't need to be remade. Now, I'd argue there are a couple exceptions. The first is Final Fantasy VII, of course. That game was pretty shitty looking back when it came out. Like, I remember my friends were excited about it. I'm like, dude, this looks worse than the pixel art. They look like melted Legos. Like, it doesn't look good at all. I felt like the game looked pretty dated when it came out. Like, I agree that needs a remake. Another example would be the Tales of Destiny remake. Like, that game is, the original game is pretty rudimentary. It's pretty basic. It's a good game, but they didn't really have the foundation for the linear motion battle system at the time. Like, that game needed a remake, yes. Like, both of those games, like, the original didn't really hold up, even at the time. But, like, stuff like RE4, it's like, that game is still perfectly playable now. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It does not need to be remade. Yeah, Turtles. Turtles I'll definitely be doing. Let's see. I think I'm gonna order some food, and I might play some Orochi for a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna order some DoorDash. I'm pretty hungry. It's the fucking Metal Gear Solid 4 microwave chamber outside, so I don't feel like walking to get anything. I think I'm gonna order some num nums here. Maybe I'll load up Orochi for a little bit, and then I'm probably gonna head out. Let's see. I wonder if that means I can ask for a review key now. It's like it's been a pretty poorly kept secret that Turtles was coming out next week. There's been a lot of signs. There's been a lot of leaks about when it was coming out. But you know, you can't ask if you're a content creator. You can't ask for a key based on leaks, right? Like, everybody knew it was coming out next week. There were like 3 or 4 signs pointing to it. But I can't go like, hey, I know this game is coming out next week. Can you give me a key? So like, now I can actually ask. Like, I'm actually looking up my email right now before I forget. Let's see if I still have their email. Let's see. Yeah, I do have their email right here. Alright, well, I'll have to write them an email. I'll probably buy the game on Switch, but I'm kind of like tapped on gaming budget right now, so I already bought everything pretty much. I bought DNF Duel. I'm really excited for that. I bought the Monster Hunter expansion. I bought Fire Emblem Three Hopes. So like, all that's left is Final Vendetta and Turtles, and that's gonna cost me like $40. So I can manage that by myself. Without oil prints donations. I'm always down for oil prints donations, but they're not really necessary right now. I can afford both of those. Let's see. Go back here. Yeah, it's definitely time for some num-nums. Then we'll play some more Diablo tonight. Not right now. Alright. Let's do one map of this, so there's more gameplay than that entire event in this stream. So I am a clickbait free channel. Let's do some gameplay here. I can't describe how much better this feels to play at 60 FPS. Night and day difference. Glad I went ahead and did this. Very, very well worth the man hours it took to do this. Glorious, glorious Nippon 60 FPS. Yeah, this is actually, the Switch version is actually the best version of this game now. With this mod, it's the best way to play this game. It's kind of weird when you think about it, but... There is a mod for a PS3 emulator version, but the guy is being a dingus and he's not releasing it. You can go buy this right now and dump your legal copy and run the game at 60, which is what I'm doing right now. I did not illegally download this. I got my own copy. Which is why I have this endgame save. It's like I transferred my save over. So I played this a lot in Muso May. I played like 60, 70 hours of this last month. So it was like, even if I did for some reason want to pirate the game, I would have had to start over. I want to do that. Like, yeah, I'd rather just wait until I can dump my legally bought copy and carry over the save too.
しやがれ。ひとひねりにしてやるぜ。覚えておけ。次は容赦しねえぞ。
どうしたらそのように強くなれるのだ。
さあ、俺と勝負だ。覚悟しろ。目障りなネズミどもめ、駆除して。ネズミごときに構っていられるか。私は帰るぞ。
長江殿、素晴らしい舞だったぞ。
素晴らしい yes. Very splendid. You're right, Liu Shan. This game's finally not running at a shit frame rate. Praise the sun. It only took me like till 2 in the morning last night to get it working. And here we are. Very nice. Time to play the best character select song ever to celebrate. While I order my lunch. Optic Line is a work of art. Probably play more of this tonight. You know, when I have to get my insurance renewed, or I have to call CVS for my meds, I wish this track would play. Fuck the elevator music, just play this. I'll stay on the line as long as you need. I'll sit through the fucking annoying bot that's there to make it so you get pissed off and hang up, instead of actually connecting you to a human. Just play this. People will wait. Get rid of the elevator music. Just play this. Fucking legendary track right here. This is a character select screen of the gods. Alright, folks, I have ordered my lunch. Pretty hungry from this long-ass stream, and then it's up until like 3 in the morning last night working on this. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'll try to set up Ryujinx later, so we can try the Fire Emblem Three Hopes demo, because I obviously I want to play that on emulator if possible. I don't know how demanding it will be, but it does not work in Yuzu, and I have not set that up yet, so I don't think it'll be too hard to set up. I already have the save, I already dumped the game, I have all the files, I have my product keys and everything, so that might be on the menu tonight. If not, then I'll probably just play some Orochi, to be honest. Orochi, I'll play Diablo on the kitty sitting stream tonight, and then the night stream tonight will probably be Orochi, Fire Emblem. I have a couple other games I might dump too, but honestly, a big chunk of my Switch library either runs at 60 FPS or I have the game on PC, so I'm not gonna jump through the hoops of dumping my legal copy if I can just play the PC version. I'll have to look through my collection. We'll definitely look into that later, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and grab lunch. So next stream should be in about 5 hours. Probably do my usual PGR and Diablo homework. I might knock out some of the Diablo homework before then. I might play some emulators tonight. We'll see. But yeah, I got the Switch emulator all set up. I have a couple more games to dump. I might try Age of Calamity at 60 FPS as well. I don't think that will be today. That will probably be tomorrow, because I have to put the Switch back in the normal legal firmware. And I have to re-download the game, and then I have to dump it. It's gonna take like a couple hours. So no promises on that tonight, but we'll do Fire Emblem tonight. Thanks for watching.